talk about Africa is one sensational songstress. One, she's beautiful, she's married, she's got a child, she's got the voice, she's talented. I mean, Okan be Bia or maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, me pacho Monsha me. Watch me.
That's a beautiful tattoo.
Watch me. I'm not Wahank or Bay.
Me sure will be a dinner there. Me gay.
Yeah, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Bonse. Bonse, let's welcome once again on the show business, the one and only Becca.
Party.com.
That's it.
And this is here.
You want to know? You pay money. But pay money.
We have only one party spoiler.
Becca, for say the thing well. www.partysporler.com.gh/Nigeria.
The party is you talk about it.
I mean, I'm curious.
We have only one party spoiler.
And the whole I'm not going to go to no.
Bulldog, man. Trust me.
You better go to me.
No, yes, you know.
Obey male or female.
Either one of them. Either you're here or there in the middle.
Okay. Becca, you've got a new tattoo. Is it new?
No, it's not a tattoo.
Okay, what is it?
It's called henna. You know what the Muslims do during events and all that. I actually offer the service on my spa, so I decided to advertise with it.
Okay, so let me see.
You should get it. Well, put it there, tattoo proper.
Yeah.
Are they exam?
Nice.
To see if it's a real.
Not just the exam.
Imagine this on your neck.
Oh no, boom! No,
Why,
that's too much.
So
No.
what? You're not a tattoo person.
I don't mind tattoos at all.
Have you got any?
I don't have one.
Do you have plans of getting something?
Not that I've thought of, but I mean, if it happens, fine. But I'm not the sort of person that would like to permanently draw anything on my body, But
okay, but if
I never say never to anything now because things change, minds change all the time. Then Coca said they did not always a tattoo in a material. No.
It's alcohol or cassava. It's alcohol. So you say, but if you will say your tattoo, what do you think it would be? I mean, what name, what brand, what would you want?
Okay, it's going to be two things. I have a daughter now, so it's probably going to be something related to my daughter, either her age or her date of birth. And I'm very religious. I'm Christian, so it's probably also going to be something to do with maybe like a quote from the Bible. Those two things, forever. You won't have any regrets having anything.
What's your favorite quote from the Bible?
I'm not going to say John 3:16.
The shortest.
No, don't say John 3:16. So
there's a shortest one. And Jesus swept. Swept. Is it swept or swift?
No.
Some pastor swept.
Then maybe you didn't hear the thing.
And there's a pastor saying, I can't argue the pastor.
But that doesn't make it right.
Your favorite quote?
In the Bible?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's John 3:16.
And what is there?
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him should not perish but have everlasting life.
Praise the Lord.
With a Sunday school power.
But that's what we used to do.
Okay. So the most important thing here is that you've got a new one out.
I think, yeah.
And it's not just, the thing is that it's just two queens actually in one, queendom on this very one. Yes, I do. I mean, what inspired the yes, I do? Is it coming out of the fact that,
No, what do you think though? Tell me.
I think it's because, you recently said yes, I do.
No, that's not the reason why.
So what's the reason why?
That's not the reason why. Because I have said my yes, I do already. So, this is actually...
No, so, I mean...
This is for those who want to say yes, I do.
So, for us...
Don't worry.
You can say it.
This is majorly for you. So how many girlfriends do you have, if you don't mind? See, I'm interviewing you. It's the other way around.
Okay, so can we go for a quick break?
Make a mention. Linda.
Take your time.
Linda.
Boom. You don't even need to say anything.
The girls have ball already.
The dedication will come very soon.
Tell me everything. No, make I talk the matter.
Dedication will come very
block
soon.
you, the girl no block you for WhatsApp.
But you be so you did.
Nah, me I know my head no be bank. I know they keep secret.
So Becca's got a new video out, and she has Tiwa Savage on this one. Good song, huge production. So
why are you confused?
your friend is saying.
And Linda is listening.
Yes.
There's no.
Hey,
Linda.
Please don't want to say it, please. I don't want to cause trouble.
No,
play the video.
I
Play
beg
the
you.
Play the
video.
video. How do you play the video?
There's a video on
There's a video.
Charlie, show tell him your point.
Beautiful girl.
But which of the Linda? There's a mini Linda or
No, okay, she. It don't be Linda.
What be the name? I
It
forget.
be Lydia.
You see, there's L and there's D. No.
So there was something. And there was
Come on.
You don't come to me with secrets.
How you be?
Yeah.
How you be?
Yeah, it's my show. Me that's
Who think you for nothing?
So, yes, I do.
Yeah.
First of all, let's talk about the preparation, what went in. But like I said, knowing Becca, Tiwa Savage, there's two great, musicians. It's been long overdue, hasn't it?
It has been for Becca and any female artist, not just Tiwa
Exactly.
Savage,
And I'll
honestly.
come there. It's interesting.
Not just Tiwa Savage, because it's the first ever female collaboration I've done. You know, so I think that is long overdue. You know, women just do not, and I'm not gonna lie about it, women don't support each other. And that is the main issue we're having now. So, yesterday when I had my launch, every single woman came there. And I made a conscious effort to invite everybody. Because you know what I realized? I realized that sometimes they don't even know how to approach you, and that is the truth. So sometimes I'll see someone and they'll pass by right beside me and they will not say anything. And it's because she's thinking, so I said, let me make an effort and see how the woman will respond. And really, exactly what I thought it was what it was. The girls felt like they didn't know how to approach Becca. I don't know how you're going to react towards me. At the end of the day, right, we've heard so many things about you, even before we came into the industry. Some are saying you're rude, some are saying you're not nice, you know, you think you're all that, you don't talk to anybody, you don't come to any events. So I said, you know what, let me invite, and I personally invited every single female artist in this music industry. And yesterday, every single female artist in this music industry was there. Name them, and I'll say they were there.
Okay, so is it a case, because like you mentioned, there's been rumor out there, there are perceptions out there. But would you say your brand, your personality also contributed kakra to what these perceptions are?
Absolutely. Absolutely. My brand has not been a party brand. You know, it's not the kind of brand that you see everywhere. You know, it's a kind of brand that will go to certain places and naturally, do you understand? I'm fun, you know, but then I know how to comport myself when I go to certain places. I know when not to talk and when to talk and all that. So I'm not the sort of person that will see you at a corporate event and try to jump and, you know, I'll greet you, have a little hug and everything. So if you are from afar, you probably think, oh, she doesn't like me or she's not a nice person. No, that's not it, right? It's like what I wear to. It's like, you know, your personality has to be like what you wear to a place. You need to know when to wear what and what to wear to where you're going to. Do you understand? So just like personality. But my brand has been a part of it, and that is why I'm also making a conscious effort to be easy and opening out to people because loosen up because it's worrying. You know, it's really worrying, and it's true. You know,
it's a bit tense sometimes.
It gets a bit tense sometimes when your brand is so hard, it's changing, nobody can approach you, and so I'm working on it. I know I have to work on it. I'm working hard on it.
I like that.
Okay, so guys, I know video never. I'll show you the video, but my ending come on kakra, right? But if you got messages, it's Becca here. Trust me, the messages. You just, if you have questions, anything you want to tell her, please send it to our WhatsApp number here, and then I will read it out. But since Becca is there, maybe you'd want Becca to see you. That is why. But you have our phone or record the video now. Okay, I'll send anybody. Make sure. So Bulldog, let me. Is it a case saying Becca? Because I was trying to look at female collaborations, and it seems there's not much to talk about. So is it a case saying Becca girls hate on girls? Fantana's new one, and I say they don't consider themselves, lack of a better word, say too good enough to pair themselves on one song.
No, there's a general apathy between them. You know, it's natural, actually, not general, natural. When you put women in a room, 4 women in a room, and give them an hour, you can come back and nobody's talking. You know, because, and what I'm about to say is on a lighter side, but I think in their minds, somebody will see, oh, shiny lips, why red, and then I guess in black, in we go expensive shiny there, in a shoe way, and that's what they keep talking about in their heads. So nobody will break that thought and say, oh, it's saying, but boys are easy. Yeah. You put boys in a room, and the next minute they are like, like friends, best of friends. So I like what she just said. She's realized that, and she's making a conscious effort. And you see, Becca has the queen-like brand. That's how she started. That's how the brand was built. It was placed somewhere. So she rides on a high horse. It's not like she's disrespectful or anything, but it's what has been painted, the picture that has been painted. So, like she's saying, she's coming down from that high horse, and it's important because you see, at a point, what she's amassed, fame, she might want to use
and the money too.
Yes, money is nothing. Money is nothing. Cheap. Money is cheap. It's very easy. Anybody can make money. So I'm talking fame. Fame very expensive. To me answer. So now in 5, in 10, yeah. She wants to use the brand differently.
Okay.
What did they make her say? Maybe if she wants to go a little bit deeper, she can tell you what Baby Owono would make her suffer in terms of maybe business. Exactly. She can tell you that. But when you make that conscious effort to and like she's doing, reach out to everybody, it becomes easier for you.
That's true.
And I like yesterday I saw, I think it was today or yesterday, one of them, I saw the foresight thing, and it was beautiful. And that was the first time I'm actually seeing a bunch of women really happy. Mm-hmm. Like happy, and yes, if you're there, yes, and if you're there, yeah, and you're a guy and you had a girl in there, you be like, oh, Charlie, this body they plot against me. Mm-hmm. Usually men like that. A man can be in a room with 2 women, but they will never even suspect because so you yesterday what I saw on Foresight, I think she should do it regularly. I'm hoping she would not just keep it there. If she can move it into a show, do that annually. Get all the girls from who's singing, who's not singing, get everybody there, and have that. It will be very nice.
So, Mr. Ernest, my family kakrana and video no so I'm saying for bomb children. Bulldog said something in terms of when you are trying to reposition your brand, sort of, so that you can more or less help the younger ones or bring female, all of them together to offer them the platform. The younger ones, if not this platform, only the opportunity to meet Becca. But Bulldog can be say maybe it's likely to affect the brand. How can you reposition the brand and still keep it that relevant and then make it that profitable?
I'm one person who is very fortunate and blessed all the time because I happen to be part of Becca from day one. Life is all the songs, Darker, and all that. I was international manager, traveled with her every place, all that. And throughout my time of working with her for almost 6 years, it was one thing I saw about Becca was her ability to stand firm and react to things. You go to stage, an unknown stage like Nigeria, people don't know, and everybody says, who is Becca? Who will be that girl? And then she comes on stage, and then with that confidence, a self-confidence, and she's able to deliver. Now, when you have an artist who have this kind of consciousness, that it doesn't matter where I stand, the key factor is delivering to the people. Nothing can be a loss. And for me, that kind of idea, that kind of mentality is so strong enough to allow every young woman become successful. That is one part of the discussion. Because you see, if you are not strong, you meet Beyonce anywhere, her shadow alone can even cause you to leave the stage. That's the thing. And this thing has happened to a lot of artists. It's not because they cannot perform. It's not because but they meet their fellow artists everywhere, and then the shadow alone throws on them, and they cannot even do anything. They see the microphone, they are running away. So I'm saying that if she has maintained that power. I've seen Becca with the Girl Talk, and you over the years, and you see how Becca managed the Girl Talk show, and the kind of power, the kind of the strength that show was, the performance, and the individual that comes on set. I've seen her also with a lot of, even with the children. Myself with her, we did the National Health Insurance, registering over 1,000 children at the Kolebu area there. All these things have attributed in an artist building some kind of image that will bring that investment into whatever. You may sometimes not see it close, but then as the year goes on and you keep that with that spirit, keeping with that appearance, you begin to gather. You keep on gathering, and then you see that the investment is becoming very big. Okay. And that's exactly what she has done over the years.
Good. My question to Becca would be whether she's got a plan, a well-structured plan. I wouldn't even say a plan where I'm the actual way, from this point to this point, from that point to this point. And at every point, there's a target that Becca wants to meet, Becca wants to achieve before we move on to the next plan. But it will be important to mention also that, so today we're trying to look at how we are going to bridge the gap between our female artists, because there seem to not to be lot of works from them. So Becca, is there a plan? What tonight now can I say, okay, this is the problem, I have realized this is a problem and I want to solve it, and so these are the plans made it to execute it?
Well, I realized that there was a problem, and I thought that, you know what, I cannot always exempt myself from the problem. I probably was a contributing factor to that problem.
Good.
Especially being a female artist who's been in the industry so long, I thought, what am I going to do for people, for the young ones to know that I'm easy to approach? Let them come. What am I going to do for them to say, listen, let's all work together? Do you understand? That is why I made a conscious effort to invite every single person to tell them that, listen, I am your big sister, or I'm your little sister. Those are older than me.
Exactly.
Come along. Let's do this together. Don't worry, because I think some of them didn't even think I was going to invite them to an event that I'm doing. You know, and I did. Do you understand? And they came and they respected that. And like you said yesterday, it was fun. It was fun. Everybody, like, we were jumping like kids together. I was just, it was overwhelming. And like you said, this is something that I actually, Caroline was on stage. Something I told her, I'm like, you know what, this needs to continue. I said, you know what, can we do it like quarterly or something where girls come together and we not only come to dance, but we talk about important things. Share ideas and thoughts, and how to place things properly. What are we going to do to ensure that our songs are played as much as the men's songs are played? What are you going to do to ensure that you don't have to be half naked for your song to be played? You know, so all those kind of things, right? It's things that I think that we're going to sit down, because really, if you're a woman in the industry, right, unless of course naturally you're the sort of person that doesn't mind going a half naked, which I don't mind, it's your brand, which is fantastic. However, I think that a lot of people are making a conscious effort to want to go half naked, do you understand? Because they believe that when they do that, you know, it's going to they're going to have more appeal and for the masses, and that's what really happens.
So somebody can say that you've been in the shadows observing from afar and you've seen the problems.
Yes.
But then why now?
Why now? There's always a right time for everything. I myself had to grow to realize that was the issue, and not sit back and say, well, if they're not talking to me, let me sit in my corner. I don't want to have an issue with anybody. I don't have a problem, so let me sit in my corner and just cross my leg, you know. If an artist is passing by, I'm not going to talk to her. I don't have a problem with her, but I won't talk to her until she approaches me. Like, it's never going to change.
But even if you look at it critically, you look like there's the need for what you just want to do.
There is.
Because all the girls, if you look at their demeanor, their facials, it's call for it. There's a test for that kind of thing. When
yesterday,
majority of them were tired already.
Yesterday, what you had there is the perfect template. Don't spoil it. Don't take it to any big place. Socialize like that. You know, get everybody there. And I like what she said.
But okay, I just want us to also look at the commercial bit of this whole thing. Is it possible, like you're saying, you shouldn't take it to a big place and all of that? I mean, these are artists. These are creative people. They need to make money off perhaps the little of their creative, thinkings and product. So, can we look at the commercial bit of this?
Let me say this. In Nigeria, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have something called an industry night.
Yep. Small place, industry night.
Exactly. Where everybody, all the industry, It's like a town hall meeting for musicians and arts people.
Yep.
We don't have it here because there's so much hate. There's so much, like I said before, apathy.
Pride.
Yeah.
I think Danapia tried something around that.
I know. Yes, just after Ghana Music Awards,
Yes.
I realized exactly. You know, so I love what I saw yesterday, and I understand. You know, it's a thought process. I don't think she just got them there for the video. From what she's saying, she's thought about it. And look, you're asking about commercial value. Listen, every kid, every artist who comes to that gathering will learn something, and that's where they will go and make money off their brand. They don't necessarily have to do all this and charge for people to come and watch them. It's not about it. It's about taking care of themselves, getting the right education so that they can invest in their brands and go out and make bigger money.
So you know what? I think if I don't show the video now,
You'll be in
people will
trouble.
literally walk into the
I'm sure Lydia is watching.
I've
I've forgotten the surname.
The surname.
Beautiful, yeah, Dakmani name, some name.
to be like, I mean, let's enjoy it. It's not like we're going to see. We're going to enjoy this new one with Becca and Tiwa Savage on this one. Yes, I do. Please watch it with a critical eye, because if you're a man out there and you want to propose marriage to a beautiful lady and you can't, just go there, play the song, and then put the ring there, and then let's see what happens. But Pennyfosi Oyadawa.
I was about to say that. I haven't done this on this platform before. Playing a video and then asking for encore. This one, on behalf of myself and my senior Bulldog, on behalf of Becca, let's do this one more time.
So the thing is that me, I want to do after that.
Oh, so you want to do?
So
I'm sure you got. I saw you reading some message. Let's go.
So I mean, let's go see the video again and enjoy it.
But say mwah, mwah, mwah. See how it's hard to say mwah, 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 mwah. So
I need to let me do this. Now what about my but mine easy because you're a practitioner.
So let me read this message from a brother in the United States. Bringing women together to enjoy each other's company is indeed is needed in our industry. That's a leadership element, women empowerment. This coming from QB inside the United States of America.
All the way.
Okay. All right. So we've seen the video. See, the truth of the matter is that in common here, I'm seeing video. It seems there's nothing I can say about the video. Have you got any comment?
No, it's beautiful.
Usually we do audio before video.
Everything is 102.1. Everything. The audio and the video. The audio is 102.1. The video is 102.1. Xylophone son.
No, just an
Fear who?
You fear Becca.
Oh no, how?
You fear Becca.
Oh no,
I say you fear Becca.
How?
I say you fear Becca.
When I see him, I you know, I fear they know if I some way, something. Yeah, my spinal cord they some way, yeah.
But serious, audio, Mr. Ernest.
We were just talking about the audio. Fine song. Becca was on high point. The notes that she was doing in the song was just amazing. You know, I'm sure that this song and then the one that she did with the Sako or Nana. Yeah, I think she did some of the elements in that song too. She mastered it here well, you know, and this is Becca. She's got the voice to turn things around at any given song. And I'm sure this song, she went to the booth with the light off. That's my girl. When she's recording the booth, she doesn't want to see light.
Oh, really? Tell me about it. So when you're recording in the booth,
I just want it dark.
Dark.
It's an artistic thing.
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain it for you.
Oh, you are getting some revelations, eh? I won't say anything again.
Becca, on a serious note, yeah, I think you should hit more of these notes. I swear, you know, it's gold.
So not my comfort zone.
Yes, I know. Yeah. But you see, when you went out of your comfort zone, it brought the. Well, I'm finding a word. Not the best, but the.
It got the song.
The elegance in you.
Yeah.
the elegance in you, because I've never felt you like I'm feeling now. Trust me. And yes, every song and what it brings, or what spirit enters the human being and does, but I think you should hit more of these notes.
Okay.
Beautiful stuff. And I'll speak to your technical people. They should make sure that happens, boss.
It was good. It's a good song. And with
but it's
Beautiful stuff.
the chorus is also very simple.
Yes.
You know, because it's like it's like the wedding anthem.
Exactly.
It's an anthem for wedding and very simplified.
You know,
I mean, the
when
ladies
you're on
will
a song
pick it on
with
their
Tiwa,
own. Yes, I do. Everybody can
I mean,
say
she
it.
was here before Tiwa. And when I say she was here before, she started a career before Tiwa.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, because of the landscape, Tiwa has a lot of following because of what they do. They have a lot of stages that they stand on that we don't get on.
They've got the numbers.
Yes, you can easily drown when you're doing a song with Tiwa. You know, but she didn't. She held her own, and I seriously feel because she did what I'm feeling, and that's how come she nobody overshadow anybody. And it's
because if you are fire, if you are not careful, if you are not told, you may think that it was Becca that did the whole thing.
Exactly.
Because that gap wasn't there.
Exactly.
It was close.
I think you guys are even enjoying the song more than my viewers. That's fine. So the messages that come, I can read it. So like, walk us through the whole package, how it came about, the concept and everything. I mean, excite us. We want to know, for example, because we've not seen anything like this before, so this is historical. So we want to know, tell us about the whole cooking, the ingredients and everything.
Okay, so I'm going to start from the back.
Okay.
Because the video speaks for itself.
Yes.
It's self-explanatory. I don't have to explain anything to you. And it was because of the song. The song made it really easy. We knew exactly what we were looking for. We weren't trying to go and do anything abstract or anything. We just said, let's go straight to a wedding song, a wedding video.
Okay.
You know, let's just shoot.
Okay, before we talk about the video, let's talk about the song.
Okay.
That so when finally you decided to get on a song with Tiwa Savage, what were you thinking?
Okay.
You know.
So the first thing I did was, naturally what I do is I voice everything down because I don't know if the song is going to have a feature or not. Most artists do that. So I voice everything down. In fact, the song had a first, second and third verse with hooks in between, and of course the coda which ends it. And I sang everything. So after singing it, I was just sitting down, bouncing things with people, and I'm like, you know what? I think we need somebody on this song, you know, because I'm looking at business-wise as well, looking at this song being played not just in Ghana, but I'm looking at getting all my gigs all around as well.
True.
The biggest West African country is Nigeria, and so I just thought, you know what? Why not look for someone like a Tiwa Savage, who's arguably one of the biggest female artists in Africa right now,
the
biggest young girl in town right now. You know, so let's just have her on. So I hit her up. And I told her, listen, I want us to do a song together. And she responded the next day and said, send me the song. Then I said, fantastic. So I sent the song to her. And when I sent the song, she said, do you have a producer at home? You know, that was in Ghana, who can... So I hit up my husband and I said, can you please get somebody to go to Tiwa's studio? Because she didn't have any producer at home. Yeah, because I was telling her, listen, I need to, do the song quickly, And I mean, just I'm just deviating. What I liked was the kind of respect she gave me.
Yeah.
Tiwa is my big sister, way bigger sister, but the kind of respect she gave me.
Big as in terms of age.
Age, yes, in terms of age, but she gave me a lot of respect. So she just said, okay, the producer went there. She said, I don't want to sing this verse that you've written. I have to write my own verse. So something that was supposed to take a couple of hours took almost like 8 hours because she trashed everything and started recording her own thing, which is great. I like that because then it was her own appeal, her own feel to the song. And see if you can tell that that's Tiwa Savage in the middle there. And so that's how that song came about.
Okay. So which producer? I mean, did you? So you literally, or you flew a producer from Ghana to Nigeria?
Yeah. No, we didn't. No, what we did was that Master Gazi, of course, produced the beats and everything.
Okay.
I had recorded with him here in Ghana, and so when we had to, we just pushed it via email to her as well, and got someone that we know, a producer that from an engineer, not a producer, to go and just take her voice. Yes.
Okay, so that's okay. All right, lovely. Now, let's talk video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, who shot at the festival?
Ajay.
Okay.
The song is produced by Mix Master Gazi. He's fully Ghanaian. He's Ghanaian original Gazi. So he produced that from A to Z, mixed and mastered it. So the video is Ajay.
And you're talking about the concept. We went into the concept.
Yes.
You didn't want to deviate. You just wanted something that will hit it right on the head.
Yes. Sometimes you don't have to do much to a video. Sometimes you just have to let the video speak for itself. You know, and in that, I know that a lot of people like love. You know, I thought, you know what? Let me just go with someone that everybody's going to understand. I could have done something abstract and done things, and you know, I just said, let's just have a wedding theme. Let's set to a wedding set, and let's just shoot a wedding video. That's about it.
Okay, so now it seems my gentlemen here don't have anything to say about the video, so they've actually shortchanged me.
No, we have something to say.
I mean, for me, I want to speak about the director. I mean, she chose the right director. This is a gentleman who's very good. Ajay, I've had the opportunity to work with in the past. You know, we did a project with him with VIP, and I think bringing him onto this very project, I think he put out his best. I actually like the shot, the flowery background with the beautiful.
That was
beautiful. You know, that's really.
So let me just do a few messages here, because yes, it's a beautiful video from Becca. So and this is what the person says. I don't like her though. The fact that she unfollowed everyone on IG bore me. I even unfollowed her. I know it didn't even change anything. Okay. So you're making
I'm so sorry. Come on,
Please follow back. Let's have a chat.
Okay, this one says that I'm enjoying the show. This is Amidu Raf from Boko Upper East. I like the video and the way Becca is talking. Okay, I just got love for this music video. I really like her costume, no nude. I just want to know why of late in her clips she always act as what? Do you mean bride or pride? You wrote pride, so pride. Even after marriage too. Okay, I get it now. I love Becca. She's a living legend. I get it. It looks like Becca is now a Nigerian. Her lyrics has changed. She hardly used tree now from a song with Kiss Daniel and this very one. Anyway, 9 song and 9's video. It's me, Papa Sunyani. I got that one. Please, can you ask her why she didn't premiere the video on Xylophone TV, but rather, okay, so I mean,
I can answer all that.
but rather on Foresight TV.
I'm sure Black was the one who sent this one.
No, it's not Black. It's not Black.
I'm just.
No, it's suspicious though.
Yeah,
that message is very pregnant.
But the thing is that we were actually supposed to. You can ask Sika. We're actually supposed to do it here. You know, so
that message is pregnant with a lot of.
Okay.
Read the message. I know.
You know, if you attack my boss like that, I didn't want you.
Okay. But you know what you can do, right?
Yeah. Me, I get police cases plenty. They want me.
You mean that you be a robber?
Go East Lagos police station, sleep there. Adabaka police station.
You did there.
Tamale, Tamale everywhere.
You smell everywhere.
You won't threaten me.
Charlie, we don't sleep. Where we sleep.
Black, I beg, cut this clip live. You see your beard? You won't keep him. You won't keep your beard.
The police station close to your house, you did there. You go there too.
Massa, ministries everywhere. Yo.
Okay, so this was Becca's song rating: instrumentals 98%, production 98%, vocal 99%, clarity 98%, creativity 98%, perfect choice of artists. Boss, tell Becca to hook me up to Tiwa Savage because she's my all-time favorite girl. My name is Sid from SK City. Hi.
Did you read the artist?
You read some. Read some. You read this one. It says well.
Hi, good evening. Really enjoy the show. Please tell Becca to keep doing songs like this. Very much on point. Trust me. Natural Gloria.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So you know with me I talk.
No, it's not.
It looks like you know the girl.
People really talk. Is it?
You know the girl.
I know what. Yeah.
So the name be Natural Gloria, but the way you,
Gloria.
the way you, that message alone.
Natural Lydia.
You read this one. This one says,
Hello, it's me, Akroma Jr. Please tell Bulldog he should tell Shatawale to come and organize a show in Takoradi because it seems they have neglected the Tardy fans. We should also enjoy the Natural Cake song. Pa 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 pa.
So,
who's laughing at that?
okay, all right. So Now, let's get on to our discussion
Yes,
and then let's
let's
talk because the issue with female artists collaborating with. Okay, before we do it, let's go check the stats on YouTube.
No, but we haven't said anything about the video, right? Oh, it's okay.
Oh no, you don't have. I won't give anybody time to rate. Me, I'm rated that.
No, this is me. This is me.
Yeah. But funny enough, so Becca Bulldog, baby.
Yes. B square.
B square.
Babu. Bebu.
partyspoiler.com.gh/Niger.
Okay. Now.
Slash.
Slash.
Lydia.
Charlie, see, sometimes Charlie,
this thing will help your relationship. As your relationship mess up, you have stars to mend it for you.
We want to tell you that we appreciate you so much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
very soon it's gonna be a yes I do.
Yeah.
And I am personally gonna be there to sing that yes I do.
The girl go,
Oh, really? What problem?
listen, I got into the studio first, yeah.
Yes.
So
When I
please.
No,
No, this is
No, you are not in charge. Right now, you are not in charge.
The time is ours.
Yeah.
And
Right now,
I
you are not
can
in
shift
charge.
this to 12.
Yes,
People will be
yes,
watching
right.
it.
Exactly.
Where
The
is
TVs
it?
are on.
Mo have to say mo for live news. Baby. Mo to mo buni and time here there. Listen, I got here early. You know, usually the show starts at 8. My bar 7:30. Usually you'll be here at 6. So let's see question what he dey cry for them. I can't ask him. You show them the video.
Was
Say,
it?
oh,
Let's
Charlie,
see it.
in girl leave him. He dey beg me in girl like my mother, so I
Oh.
go beg the girl for him. He won't cut video. I dey like show them.
Yeah, you be my phone.
I dey lie.
But
Show
the
them.
man is speaking on evidence.
Oh, God bless you.
Now, quiet there. Quiet there.
Hey,
He said
I don't know. They don't know quiet. I don't know quiet.
Why is
Who
it bad?
are
Why is
they?
it bad?
Who are they?
No.
Who got your song, baby? Who got your song, baby?
The actual know you need to hear.
Let's come on.
Hey, I got this one too.
No, but we solve the matter.
We don't get commercials there. We go play at the beg, I dey talk to you. Commercial. Okay, let's go for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Get up. Sit down, have a drink.
Okay, all right. Welcome back to the show.
We are live on there, right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Lydia.
My boss sometimes can do these things. So welcome.
My name.
is Chrissy Esel. So that guys, okay, more time Kakebe. Let's talk about what is really important. Becca, let me begin with you on this one. Is it a case that if you have female musicians, okay, when it comes to collaborations, now one DJ sent a test and quite unfortunately I didn't get his name. He says that the women are not doing good